What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to IT Security Labs. Today we are on day 22 of Advent of Cyber Challenge, and on this day we are learning about server-side request forgery and also how to defend against them. This is a very simple attack where an attacker might direct your server, your web application, into making requests to external resources or internal resources, accessing them, or maybe sometimes leading to remote code execution. And how does this happen? If there is no protections in place, your server might allow access to internal resources. As you'll see today, we're going to be able to access an internal configuration file that should be logged up. So coming back here, you notice that we have three types of SSRF attacks. We have basic, blind, and semi-blind. But for our sake, we're going to go ahead and access the machine. So first they say, start the machine. I already did. Then make sure to add this entry to your Etsy host. And we need to add this entry right here into our Etsy host. So I'll copy that. Come back to my Kali, open a terminal, and let's add this to our Etsy host. So just paste it in here and Control X, Y, enter. Once we do that, they say we can now access the site on this URL. So we will go and do that as well. Let's see. And here is our command and control server. So the first part is to answer a few questions. Okay, so first question, is SSRF the process in which the attacker tricks the server into loading only external resources? Nay, it's both external and internal. What is the C2 version? Okay, so we do not have a version showing up anywhere. So we need to break in here. Okay, so coming back to the documentation in the room, they did tell us that, hey, if you want to see a response, go and check out this part of the API. So we just go and check this exact URL. And what's happening here is with server-side request forgery, we are able to request a file, which is the index.php, the main page from var www.html index.php. And we see the actual index.php here. Okay, so if we can see the index.php, can we check out the config.php? So replace index.php in the URL with config.php. This will be the actual configuration file. And we get a username and password. So McGreedy is the username. And we have this password right here. And boom, we are in. So now what is the version of this thing? Let me move myself out of the way. This does look like Pi-hole. I've set up a Pi-hole before. So version is 1.1 all the way to the bottom left, bottom right. What is the username for accessing the C2 panel? It's McGreedy. What is the flag after accessing the C2 panel? What's happening? So right at the top here, you see that there's a flag. What is the flag after stopping the data exfiltration from Okay, so this is actually supposed to be how we get the flags. So this is the McSkitty PC. We need to get rid of that. So let's remove this service. Yes, remove. And boom, we get another flag. So more about just interacting with that service than server-side request forgery. But this was a good room anyway. If you enjoyed this, please remember to like, subscribe, and also share my videos. Otherwise, have a good one, and I hope to see you next time.